Alright guys, we are back at Arcade Garage. So, lineup is different. Been a long time since I came here, so here's the new lineup. So you got your basketball shots, ski balls, machines, ice ball. Got it's called Northcote Boxing, an army game where you use your hands. Handstand Revolution, Supernova, easy here, Ghost Patrol, Ghost Patrol here, that's a shooting game. Of course, big bucks, you've got to have a big buck on it. This one's World. Same cabinet as Safari. It looks to be a Safari cabinet. I'm not sure if they use the same art. Yeah, so it's a Safari, yeah. Safari cabinet running Big Buck World. No, they're the same cabinet. Silver Strike Bowling. Red Pin Bonus. This is Silence Got 2 Final Judgment. If you haven't played this game, really good game. Really good sniping game. I think the most unique arcade shooter because you snipe like a real sniper. You shoot through the screen. It's really good. Really good. And for some reason, when I was younger, I thought this was zooming into the screen, but no, it's an actual screen inside there. Good old Time Crisis 2. Even after all these years, it still makes money, still makes bank, still popular. Then you got, this is Time Crisis Raising Storm. I'd say the spin-off, I believe it's a spin-off. I played this on the PlayStation 3, really good. It's of course not the same as a real light gun, but really fast-paced game, and this one is like I think a different feel to Time Crisis, the regular ones, which is why I like it a little more. And you have your sergeant yelling at you through the speaker here. A really nice effect. House of the Dead, which is unfortunately down. Street Fighter 4, which is unfortunately in a single Namco candy cab, but still a good game nonetheless. In the middle you got your pool table and air hockey. You got some low boys, so we've got in these LAI low boy cabinets that are Australian made. So we got 1942. You got Wonder Boy. I think this one's just called Wonder Boy off the top of my head. Street Fighter 2, which I find weird is in this cabinet since they got a Street Fighter 2 right there. It's Champion Edition, but really, why do you need a second cabinet? And this would be a terrible cabinet to do two-player, and you're brushing up against each other. These sticks, and these are really crappy. I don't like these ball sticks for fighting games. These are a little better, but I'd much rather those ones that are like a bat, which is what I got on mine. Much better grip, and for fighting games, you don't want these. This is good for Pac-Man and games like that. And then these are the Australian-made ones, which these are hard to get, these green ones. You got here Pac-Man All-Star Battle Royale, I believe, or Pac-Man Battle Royale, which is using it's basically the Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Plus that you get on PC, Xbox 360, PlayStation, and then they use the same assets and everything and made a whole arcade game on it. Really good. It's a good 4-player game. I wouldn't own one, but at an arcade with friends, they're really fun to play when you get going. Really fast paced. A couple ticket games, which, and then you got this one. I see this a lot still. Wipeout. I won't get into detail because they're ticket games. And then you got a couple more low boys. You got Double Dragon. Which has an overlay on it. Sunset Riders. And then they got all buttons here, but only a few of them work. And then Final Fight. Crazy Taxi High Roller. And sort of this Sega upright cabinet at Virtua Tennis. Normally Virtual Tennis had this cabinet, but then they put a seat on it, but it's not the same as the fully sit down, so it's sort of a lean version. It's a lean version where you can just lean, but good game. I'm going to have a try of this. I haven't played Crazy Taxi in forever. But I don't believe this one has as good music soundtrack as the first one with all the Offspring music. Stacker, you know it, Stacker. Temple Run. I have not seen this in a long time. I have not seen this in, I think, since the game was popular on mobile. But it's an interesting one. You got a trackball instead. It's a trackball. You can slap it this way, that way. So it's a little better than a touchscreen, but yeah. So you got to swipe and move, which is not bad. But I find in a fast-paced game, this doesn't work. Seawolf, which is a remake of an electromechanical game. Not bad though, but I barely play this one. Not really one I play. We got some game here that's running Windows. I don't know what that is. It's stuck on Windows. Yeah, that's the name of it. That game seems to be down. Just we got Final Furlong 2, which you're racing the horses. Yeah, jerk off the horses and race on them. Yeah. Star Wars Pod Racer. One seems to be down, but it's actually pretty good. It's much better than the Nintendo 64 version. I think one of the few good things to come out of Star Wars Episode 1. Couple Daytonas linked. Of course, these are linked. You've got to have these. Every arcade I go to has to have at least a pair of twin Daytonas. Some might have 4. They might have 2 pairs of the twin. But fun with friends, but I really am sick of Daytona. Got Sega Rally, which is a little bit different, but still Daytona, not okay game. I see that a lot growing up. Initial D. Haven't really had much experience in this one, so I've just never bothered with it. No, just a game I was never interested in. Prize game, crane game. And you got Dragon Punch, or what's this? Penguin Punch? Angry Penguin. Yeah. And there's an error. Okay. I got some pins. Got 8 pins here, so we got Mustang. Mustang here. This is actually owned by Dr. Pinball, Ben Pinball. So yeah, I brought that here with him. Not bad game, but I don't know. It's never interested me. Mandalorian. Bro. Decent game, but I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really capture Mando for me. Like, this playfield and this ship should have had more stuff going on with it. That guy, of course, should have moved. Yeah. But this is the best playing Mando that I've ever played. Insider Connected isn't working, unfortunately. Good old Adams family. Of course, everyone loves this one. Got Ninja Turtles Premium. Okay, game, but I don't know. We got in Jurassic Park Pro. We have an arcade button there. Interesting. I haven't seen that before, but I guess the other one broke. AC/DC Volts Pro without Angus's ugly ass face. It's actually a good shot of the band. Like, have Angus there, but not the giant zoom in of his face. I'd never like that. But I'd say this is my favorite version of AC/DC. It also has the bell that actually swings, so they added that feature to the Pros with the Volts. In the Volt Pro, they added that in, which is good. I don't know why they didn't have that in the Pro. It's just a swing thing, not much. Pirates, the Stern Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, pin. It's got a. I love that though, that mech. But it's not. It's again, it's an average pin that Stern made. Pinball Club. Yeah, I don't know. I just never. They never clicked. So now I've got the arcade games in the middle here. So we've got some here in the middle. So I'll start from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The original 4-player cabinet, and which I'll hopefully do a video. I've got this style cabinet. And this is the Australian cabinet, so this will look weird to your international viewers, where you got your 4 players here, and then you insert your coins here, instead of down there. And it's this green, right here, this green cabinet. So there's no artwork on it. For some reason, they didn't put the artwork. It's like, we'll have the marquee, we'll have the control panel, but no artwork here, unlike the American cabinet. I don't get it. It's a weird move, but I do like how as soon as you insert a coin, you can press which one you want instead of the game starting. This is the company that makes it, Lecture and Allied Industries, which used to run Time Zone. So they were an Australian company that ran Time Zone, and then they decided it was cheap to just make the cabinets here, and then the only thing that comes from Japan or America or wherever these are from is the boards, marquee, control panel art, and depending on the game you'll have artwork, which Simpsons did, interestingly, but not this. But again, this is the original 4-player, really good cabinet. Really, of course, really nice shape. These joysticks are really good joysticks. But and these are Australian joysticks, which I'm not a fan of. I find they're a little stiff, and they just don't, I don't know, I don't have a good feel. It's Australian joysticks, but they're playable. I don't mind playing on them, but I wouldn't own them. Got NBA Jam Tournament Edition. I prefer the regular. It's a little bit easier and more fun. But this is, again, the Australian cabinet. So full artwork on here. Get a line on here. So you got full artwork all over. And it's a little wider than It's a tiny bit. It feels like it's a tiny bit wider than the Turtles ones they made. But really good game. I'm addicted to playing this one. But this one, they actually imported the artwork. It's blocked by this, but you can see they actually had the artwork on it, unlike on this game. So they changed. So certain games they did, and they make correct team modeling. Usually it's just black. Got Point Blank or Gumbalina. Original dedicated cabinet. Got Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo in the original Big Blue, the Capcom Big Blue. It's a cabinet, a lot of people love this one. I find this is actually a pretty good cabinet. And these are the joysticks I'm talking about. These HAP that I love more than these. See, this is the Australian one. I don't like that one as much as these bats. These bat ones where you get a really good grip on them. I find you get a great grip, especially with my big hands. So I can grip it, I can wiggle around, do shurikens and everything, and even games like Berserk are really good at that. So I like these HAP bats. I got them online. Of course, the button layout, really good feeling buttons. Of course, the artwork's on here. So it's a fully dedicated, really nice cabinet. I like the speakers actually are blaring at your face. Like that, even when you have your head in, these blare at your face, really good. But yeah, so the cabinet. And it's, of course, in blue. We've got Marvel versus Capcom. It looks like a knockoff of the LAI cabinet. I don't know who made this version, but it's a pretty nice version. It's weird that I like how it looks small, but the controls are actually bent to the side, so you're not sitting shoulder to shoulder. But again, and the knee seats are pretty tight, but they're really tight buttons. Boy. Interesting Capcom hand control panel. There. So you got that game. Oh, that's alright. X-Men vs Street Fighter. Same cabinet. Mortal Kombat 2. And it's like someone posted something in Word, okay? So ignore that, that's not a part of the artwork, but there's your Mortal Kombat, which is again an Australian version of the original cabinet, and they have the artwork on it. So some games they ended up putting artwork on it. Same with this one, the original Mortal Kombat. Which I actually saw a video of one of the guys that helped make this game unbox an original, well, it's an American one, but an original mint condition one. It's amazing. Got, what's this? Jalaco's Arm Champ 2, which basically you arm wrestle this hand and it will mimic arm wrestling. You've also got the pads here. I've tried it, it's not bad, but very Japanese. It's very Japanese. I play it here and there, but I don't know. It's got the 6-slot Neo Geo. This is again, like an Allied Industries made this cabinet. That's their logo. So they got here. Where's the button? Oh, here it is. Alright, so they got Metal Slug, Bust a Move. That one is Neo Bomberman. That one is Windjammers. Oh, it's a soccer game. Alright. I don't know that one. Metal Slug 6, and Polestar, which I don't know what this one is. I'm guessing I'm gonna guess it's a shoot 'em up. Because it looks to be a Japanese shoot 'em up. But yeah, this is the Australian cabinet. Looks a lot different and weird overseas. There we go. Yeah, shoot 'em up. I thought so. I'll have to give it a try. But yeah, this is what the Australian one looks like. And we still had the headphone. You can put your headphones in, and I believe the memory card. Yeah, I have the memory card, but I don't think the console came out here in big numbers in Australia. So you got this Terminator Judgment Day to Judgment Day. Again in an Australian style cabinet, but mimicking the American cabinet. It's a little taller. But yeah, I believe it's a little higher than the original cabinet. We got the screen reflection there with the guns. So yeah, the gun hits the glass. But yeah, good fun game. But I recommend playing Terminator Salvation. They're much more fun. I think it's a little more fast-paced. This one, it's okay, but I think it's a little slow. But still fun because it's Terminator 2. One of the best movies ever made. And we have the artwork. Some games they did. It seemed like they did in the 90s. Street Fighter, which is using the same cabinet as Turtles. Except instead you've got two player. And plenty of room each side, which is I think much better. You've got a bit of space in between, big screen, and then the speakers fire at you. And I think the best version of Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. I mean, for some reason I keep saying Championship, but that's what ours looks like. Point back down there, and then blue like some of their other cabinets that LAI made, that they slapped a sticker on it. Ice Cold Beer. This is an original one, which you don't see much. Nope. Okay, I don't know what. It's playing itself. Alright, there it goes. It's going. I don't know why it was playing the game on its own, but yeah, Ice Cold Beer. It's a good fun game. You try and get it up because it's a really fun game. Pretty addicting. I actually love it. This one I think looks beautiful and amazing, killer, and I'd love to own one of these. It's just Konami Simpsons original 4-player, the Australian cabinet. And it looks exactly like the Turtles one, and the cabinet is that same blue cabinet as Street Fighter 2 right there. Street Fighter 2, same cabinet, and they, unlike Turtles, unlike Street Fighter, any of the other games, they have the full artwork, and this artwork is actually all brand new since the guy that owns this place restores them. So this is all new, and the Australian one, if you want to know if it's an Australian one, just look for this logo. And it's on here as well, so it's a little bit of a difference. But I find it a little weird they're using blue. I'd think it would be like Simpsons yellow, like this kind of yellow color, but oh well. And with this one, it's a little different where when you swipe the game doesn't start immediately. Swipe, so you put a coin or swipe it, then you can choose which one. So it's a little different to the American ones in that respect. And then you got layouts, so you got Marge, Homer, Bart, and Lisa. all in their Season 1 glory. Of course, Bart has a different shirt. Blue. See, very Season 1 Simpsons on this. Got Raiden Fighters, big LAI game. This is the LAI cabinet. I find one of their uglier cabinets, but it's good when they have gun games. It's good for gun games when they have it horizontal and they have the gun games going much better. There you got Raiden, which of course Raiden's good. Ghouls and Ghosts. And this one has the artwork on it, which I don't know if this is custom or not. I've just never seen it, but maybe it is real artwork. Star buttons there. Got the Play Choice 10. Play Choice 10, you got the gun. So you would know this from Back to the Future where you point the gun playing Wild Gunman. And there's actually a Western, like a cowboy looking couch that goes in. Again, this is an LAI cabinet, so it looks a little different. But it's got the artwork on it. And it's basically just the Nintendo joysticks they're using here. I like the feel of these buttons. So, here we go. That's what's in it. Yeah, nice little collection there. Yeah, Duck Hunt. I have to put a coin in, I guess. There's the name of the place, Arcade Garage. Got original Donkey Kong, an American original cabinet. Monitors looks a little whack. Like, if I turn the light off, it looks a little better on the camera than here. But yeah, there we go. It looks a little darker. And this is loose. That's a little loose. I don't think it's meant to be that loose. But yeah, you got all the controls, jump, start, the protection washer over it. Artwork's on it. I don't think you can see it. Original Mario Bros. In a Donkey Kong Jr. cabinet. This is the yellow. First game where you see Luigi. An original Pac-Man. Original Pac-Man. Right there. Got Gallagher. One of my favorite games. I love it. Best joystick. That joystick's really good. Really best playing Gallagher I've ever played on that. Now we got Space Invaders. This is the Australian version. Again. So this one. So some people think they have joysticks. No, they have buttons. You move left and right, and then fire, which is a little awkward. You're not expecting to do that, but that's how it is on that. So it's a good row there. Two good versions. And even Gallagher, the artwork on it. Centipede. Original Atari cabinet. Really good trackball. The fire, really good. A lot of these buttons are a little fire. Gold Max in this interesting. I haven't seen this cabinet. Interesting style with a small monitor, which viewing angle, it's a little small. It's a little small for this kind of game, But yeah, I've just never seen this cabinet. Interesting. Lethal Enforcers, Konami. These are the guns that the Australian one has, these tiny little pistols. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much all the games there, so going down to Arcade Garage Northcote. Welcome to Thornbury in Northcote. Pretty good place. I don't come here often because it's a little further from where I live, but I try it at least every few months. So like, comment, subscribe, follow me Instagram, Pinball Pro 98, and we'll see you in the next one. So, as always, keep on flipping. It's that stop button. Yeah, so, catch you in the next one.